Hey dudes, so I wanted to make a video about a procedure I recently had done at the doctor's office because before I got it done, I was actually really scared and I YouTubed it and Googled it, and some of these women's stories that I heard were terrified me even more. So I had an endometrial biopsy, and I'll tell you my whole story a little bit. So I did my yearly gynecologist appointment, and I spoke with the doctor because my periods have been, I haven't had very many periods this year, and she told me she wanted me to have an internal and external sonogram. So I went ahead and did that, and that wasn't that bad. If you want to know about that, I can do that in a separate video. So after that, I got my results, and she actually told me my results in an email, and it just said that the lining of my uterus was thick, and she wanted me to have this done. And that's all that she really said. So I looked it up online, and it basically said that they do the biopsy to make sure that you don't have uterus cancer. And a little background on my family: there's a lot of cancer in my family. My mom had cervical cancer, my aunt had breast cancer, my grandmother had breast cancer and colon cancer. So breast cancer, the word cancer was definitely a scary word to hear. So basically I kind of freaked out, and since the email was so vague also, I called my doctor back, and the nurse was kind of vague too and said, yeah, what you know is true. You know, they want to check for any abnormalities in the lining of your uterus. So I Googled it, and I looked up that basically a normal pap smear is they stick like the brush thing in your uterus a little bit, and they test the sample they get, right? Well, they take like a little, it's like a syringe, but it's not an actual needle, it's like a suction cup thing, and they put it in your cervix, and then they suck it up, I guess, and they take a little bit of the lining of your uterus and to sample it to the lab to make sure that it doesn't have cancer or any kind of abnormalities. Well, I went ahead and went on YouTube, and I saw these women's stories of how bad it hurts, and that they actually were screaming in the chair, and afterwards they bled and had cramping, and it was just a horrible experience. So I have anxiety really bad, and especially when it comes to doctors, I had it even worse. So I was like, no, I'm not doing it. You know, I was really scared. But then I thought about my mom, who went through cervical cancer, all this kind of scary stuff all the time, and she would do chemo, and I'm like, you know what, if mom can do it, then I can do it. So I ended up going in that day, and I actually was so scared that before my doctor did it, I started crying. And she assured me it was okay, and that it would be fast, and that she could just do it and get it done. So I let her do it, and to my surprise, it wasn't that bad. Okay, so the whole thing lasted under 3 minutes. It didn't last that long at all. It lasted a little longer than a pap smear would take. It was just a little more difficult than a pap smear, I would say. So the way she explained it to me was, with the pap smear, they touch your lips, the outside of your lips, the outside of your cervix, and the endometrial biopsy, basically it's like taking something going inside like a toothbrush inside your mouth. And that's basically all it is. So she had to do it twice to get a sample. The first time, first they take a giant Q-tip and they swab your cervix, I guess, to numb it. And then they take these like pincher things and pull down your cervix a little bit. Now that sounds like really bad, but you don't feel it because you're numb down there. And then after that, they take the suction cup thing, and they put it in your uterus and take out the sample. So when they're doing that, when the thing goes in, it doesn't hurt. It feels a little, it feels a little weird. Something's going up inside you, so you're going to feel it, but it doesn't hurt. But then when they take this sample out, it feels like a little bit of a cramp in your stomach. It's not like a shot. It's not like someone's beating on your stomach, or it's not going to make you scream or anything. It's just a little cramp. So the first time that was it, and the second time she did it, actually did hurt a little more. I felt a little more pressure like at the bottom of my tummy. But it wasn't that bad, and it was really quick. It was that part was like less than 30 seconds, and then it was over, and it was done with, and I got up, and everything was okay. And afterwards, I did experience some cramping. It's kind of just like cramping when you have your period, and my lower back hurt a little bit. But again, it wasn't like I'm gonna go to bed and cry. It wasn't like that at all. It was just a little more comfortable in the car. It does help if you kind of, if you're not driving, if you could lay back the seat and just lay flat, because again, your stomach is just kind of crampy. And she actually recommended I go home and eat ice cream, so that's exactly what I did. And that actually seemed to help. It seemed to help, one, make my state of mind feel better, because who doesn't like ice cream, right? And for two, it kind of seemed like to help the cramps maybe a little bit, so that was good. And if you have a heating pad, maybe that would help. Same thing with this, you know, the normal kind of cramps that people get every month, unfortunately. And I did bleed a little bit. It was kind of like a light period. It wasn't, I had bled way worse on a period. This wasn't bad at all. I spotted a little bit today, but I'm not cramping anymore. I woke up a little crampy this morning, but that was it. So I'm telling you, ladies, the worst of it is the not knowing what it's going to be like. And I'm here to tell you it's not that bad. You can do it. It's okay. It's not a long thing. It's not, you don't have to go to the hospital to do it. You do it right in your gynecologist's office. You're in and out. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world at all. And now I have to wait a week for the results, and hopefully that comes out good, fingers crossed, and then I will be done. So if you guys have any more questions, I'll be happy to ask. Just remember that everything is going to be okay. You will get through this. I am a huge baby when it comes to doctors, because like I said, I have really, really bad anxiety. And it builds up in my head way too much before I go, like, what's going to happen? What are they going to find out? You know, maybe I have cancer like my mom did, or maybe I'm going to die, or whatever. And I'm sitting here thinking about all this. But I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through it. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm here. I did it. And yeah, so you can do it too. All right. So that's all. And if you guys want to hear about my internal and external sonogram, I'll be happy to share. Or any more questions, just comment and I'll let you guys know. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.